Hello students, uh, in this video we will learn more about a grammar topic, that is active passive voice. When you converse or write, there are two ways we can communicate how the action is performed in relation with the subject and the object. In active voice, subject performs the action and object receives the action. That is subject verb object. That's the structure of the sentence. In passive voice, an action is performed on the object by the subject, and here we see that sentence structure: object plus helping verb plus third form of the verb plus the preposition by, then subject. Through this example we can see the same concept. I write a story. I is the subject, write is the verb, and a story is the object. And when we convert that one into passive voice, we could see the change of sentence order. A story is written by me. A story, that is the object in the first sentence, is changed to the subject in the second sentence, that is in passive voice. Is written, that is with the helping verb plus third form of the verb, and the subject, that I, is changed into me. So we are giving the subject more important. In the second sentence, I write ghost stories. Ghost stories are written by me, that is in passive voice. So here also we could see the ghost stories, that is object, is given more importance in the passive voice, and we want to emphasize this point, that the subject writes ghost stories, and we want to give emphasis to this point. So now we will go to some of the conversion rules. The rule number 1: identify the sentence and the tense, and we will identify also the subject, verb, object. Then there will be the second rule, that is swap. Swap means interchange subject with object and object with subject. The third rule would be convert the verb, any form of the verb, that is into third form, that is a past participle. The fourth point, that is add the helping verb before the main verb. And fifth point, that is add preposition by before the subject. So when we formulate a formula for passive voice, that would be like this: object plus helping verb plus third form of the verb plus the preposition by plus subject. While changing the subject, which is a pronoun, then we have to change the pronoun into I into me, you into you only, there is no change, they into them, we into us, she into her, he into his, and it does not change. Before converting an active voice into passive voice, we must make sure that we add a proper helping verb of to be form before the main verb. So now let's see the tense and how this to be form is made into active voice and how it is converted into passive voice. in simple present, write or writes is changed into is, am, are plus written. So here in all the cases we have taken the main verb write. So in present continuous tense, is, am, are writing is changed into is, am, are being written. That's the third form of the verb. In the third case, the present perfect tense, has or have written becomes has been or have been plus third form of the verb write, that is written, has been or have been written. The fourth case, simple past tense, that is the second form of the verb wrote, that is changed into was or were plus the third form of the verb that write, that is written. In a fifth case, that's a past continuous, was, were, writing is changed into was, were, being plus third form of the verb, that is written. In this sixth case, there's a past perfect tense, had plus third form of the verb, that is had written is changed into had been written. And the seventh one, simple future tense, will or shall write is changed into will or shall be written. And the eighth that's the future perfect tense, will have been written or shall have been written is changed into will have been written or shall have been written. One thing we must understand, there are few tenses we have not used in passive voice, that is present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. And there are another one is future continuous and future perfect continuous. So next class we will be dealing one by one with the example, all the tenses, this all eight tenses and its with the examples. So till then, bye.